Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, you're looking to get into 3D printing, and you've almost definitely heard of Bambu Lab, right? They've completely changed the game with printers that just work. But that brings up a really tough question. Should you get the A1 or its smaller sibling, the A1 Mini? Well, today, we're gonna break it all down and help you figure out which one is the perfect fit for you. All right, let's meet the contenders. At a quick glance, they look pretty much the same, like a big brother and a little brother. The A1 is called the go-to choice for beginners, and the A1 Mini is the best entry-level 3D printer. Now, they're both amazing machines, but the real difference is, well, they're kind of hiding in plain sight. And the first major detail, it's the price. If you strip away all the bundles and extras, the actual price difference between the base models straight from Bambu Lab's website is just 60 euros. That's it. So that's the real question, isn't it? What's the deal with that 60 euros? It's not a crazy amount of money for sure, but what actual tangible benefits are you getting for it? What new doors does it open? Let's dig in and find out. Think of this as a tale of two printers. Each one is designed for a slightly different person, a different kind of creator. And by the end of this, you're gonna know exactly which one is telling your story. Let's kick things off with the most obvious stuff, the things you see right on the spec sheet. These are the big headline features that really separate one machine from the other. Okay, so what's really wild on this slide is that build volume. I mean, look at that difference. The A1 gives you this massive 256mm cube to work with, while the Mini has a 180mm cube. And you also get a bigger, comfier 3.5-inch touchscreen on the A1 versus the 2.4-inch on the Mini. To really put that into perspective, the A1's total print area is actually more than double what the Mini gives you. So what does that mean for your projects? Well, it means you can print a full-size cosplay helmet in one single piece on the A1. The A1 Mini, on the other hand, is an absolute champion for smaller things. Think cable top miniatures, phone cases, or little functional parts for around the house. But hold on, size isn't the whole story. This, right here, this might just be the single most important technical difference between them. The A1's heated bed can get up to 100 degrees Celsius. The Mini maxes out at 80, and that little 20-degree gap, it's a gateway to a whole different universe of materials. So, a temperature difference, what does that actually mean for what you can make? Well, it directly affects your creative freedom. It's the key that unlocks different types of filaments for totally different kinds of projects. Now, if you just look at Bambu Lab's official chart, you might kind of scratch your head. It says both are ideal for the common stuff like PLA and PEG, and both are not recommended for the tougher filaments like ABS. But, that chart doesn't quite tell the whole story. Here's the deal. The crucial point is that the 100-degree bed on the A1 gives you the power to experiment. Sure, it might not be officially recommended without an enclosure, but that higher temperature is absolutely what you need to get materials like ABS and ASA to actually stick to the bed and print right. It opens the door to making really strong, heat-resistant parts that you just can't reliably print on the Mini's 80-degree bed. Now, before you start thinking the Mini is getting left in the dust, let me just say, there are absolutely no bad choices here. Both of these printers are built on the same fantastic, super user-friendly platform. You can't go wrong. I mean, the shared DNA here is it's incredible. Both of them are packed with features that used to be super high-end. Hardened steel gears, sensors for when you run out of filament or it gets tangled, power loss recovery, a built-in camera to watch your prints and make cool time lapses, plus full Wi-Fi and app control. No matter which one you get, you're getting a really, really smart printer. Okay, but what if you want to get really creative? What if you want to print with more than just one color? Well, Bambu Lab has got you covered there too, with a pretty awesome upgrade that works for both printers. Check this out. Here's the standard A1 on its own, and then, boom, with the AMS Lite unit attached. This little add-on just clicks right in and gives the A1 the power to print with up to 4 different colors or materials in one single print. It is an absolute game changer. And don't you worry, the A1 Mini is not left out of the party. It has its own version of the AMS Lite combo that brings that exact same 4-color magic to the smaller printer. So no matter which size you choose, awesome multicolor prints are totally within reach. All right, we've gone over the size, the temperature, all the cool features they share, and the upgrade path. It's time to bring it all home and help you make that final decision with confidence. Let's just make this super simple. Go for the A1 if you're dreaming of printing huge, ambitious things. Go for it if you want that flexibility to play around with those tougher, high-temperature materials. And of course, if that extra 60 euros is in the budget to get the most capability possible. On the other hand, you should choose the A1 Mini if space is the #1 thing you're worried about. If you know you're going to be perfectly happy printing amazing things in standard filaments like PLA. And if you want the absolute cheapest way to get into this incredible Bambu Lab ecosystem. So in the end, it really just boils down to this one question. Are you the ambitious builder, the person who needs all the size and material options for your massive ideas? Or are you the compact creator, someone who just wants an incredible, no-fuss printer that fits perfectly into your life? The choice is all yours. Happy printing!